Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? It's been forever since I had anything going on here for a advanced feature here, and since I get to use the new features here on Periscope, I thought it would be great. Oh, hey, Daffodils, how you doing? So I'm going to show you how you can use Google Drawings to make a 3D print model so you can use it and print out things. So first thing is I saw something simple here. I went to appshopper.com since I can use content-free units here for Google Classroom. And what I'm going to do is, once I drag this on the board, is I'm going to make a silhouette model here that will be worked perfectly for printing. Hey, J. Pella, how are you today? For 3D printing. So first thing is, we all know it's very simple to make a lot of the silhouettes needed for something like Google Classroom here, because as we know, you can do the circles and everything else. However, of course, the half circles and curves can be a problem. Well, there is an awesome feature which is right here, which is, of course, curve. And what's so great about curve is it allows you to pretty much trace out curved angles and everything. So I'm going to show you right now how this will work. So I'm going to select on curve. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this up just a little bit. You can do this on a Chromebook or a Mac. I'm on a Mac. And I'm going to hit my first point here to make the curve. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to make the angle some more. And more. And more. And basically all I'm doing is I'm digital tracing out the shape here pretty well. And once I do that, it should pretty much connect. And I'll do that. So I have all this, and of course to layer this, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to click here, and I'm going to trace out the background silhouette of the students for Google Classroom here. So I'm going to just do this. And now I'm going to do is do a copy and paste. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to, of course, do a copy and paste with my control panel here. So of course for me, and this works on Mac too, is just do Command and then C at the same time. And that I'll be able to do, of course, is copy this. So Command C, and I'm going to do Command V and make my piece here. I'm going to put that pretty close here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2-finger click, and basically is I'm going to flip this, if I'm correct, it's horizontally. Oops, I made a mistake. Back button, it's vertically. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to rotate it vertically. I'm still having a problem. I guess it is horizontally. I apologize here for everybody. Let's do that again. And I'm sorry I had that down here. There we go. So I got that. And now what I'll do is I'll just go to the regular shape tool. I'm going to do my circles. I'm going to center that right about there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Command C again, V. That back right where it was. I accidentally did not copy it. And I'm going to do that right there. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the command. I'm going to now do the insert here for the shapes to finish up the Google Classroom. So I'm going to do a simple little story one here, which is this tool. And I'm going to just basically shape that right about there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that in the back. And then I'm just going to do the little piece for the chalk right here, also with a shape. Very simple to make. Alright, and that's all it. Now what I'll do is I'll just get rid of the main background. And there is my silhouette for Google Classroom. Now sometimes what can accidentally happen here is this would just give me the square. But this now has the main silhouette I need for Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that. And now I have my main silhouette I need for the Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to File here, and what I'm going to select though is download as an SUV file or a scannable vector. So I'm going to do that. It's going to download it, and then what I'm going to do is I use Tinkercad a lot. Tinkercad.com. This allows you to do a free account. You can do this with students. It allows you to do it both on Chromebook, iOS. And hey, Cheryl, how you doing? And what I'm going to do, and I have my other ones right here. There's one I'm doing later, printing. But I'm going to go to Create a New Design. It's going to default. This one is known as Fabula Jam, and you can rename it. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to import the file. So I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to go there. I'm going to in that. I'm going to import it. It will put it in as a height of 10 millimeters at 100% scale. So this allows you to rescale it. And then, of course, if I look up from the top, there's my Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just scale it up a little bigger, make it 26 by 31. And then what I'm going to do is go to the shape here, which is the block. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to scale that just a little bigger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the angle right over here so it goes below. And now what I do is I go right here, and I'm going to collapse this down right here. And as you can see, it's a little off center, so I can just use my finger keys. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. This is now officially it. If I want to, I can now click on the shape. I can drop it all a little bit, so it gives it a more three-dimensional shape. And if I want to, what I can do, if I want to give that little silhouette a little better here, I'm just going to grab another key. Actually, what I can do is I can just do a copy and paste. And then what I can do is I can just stretch it out a tad, or shrink it down, in this case, right there. Place it right over, and as you can see, I have the line silhouette, so it's allowing me to show it. Push it down just a tad. And there we go. And now what I can do is I just look on the bottom here. And look at that. You see the silhouette right here? Here is the edge right there. And then there is the main logo right there. So there's how you can create your own 3D printing for what you want. And then what I could do is I can just, put a little edge here like the cylinder and stuff and just model that so that just to heal a little bit. So I can just do that, shrink it down quite a bit, move it right over there, make sure it lines up, and then just drop it so it goes very even. Yes, elementary students can do this. I've actually got 4th graders that are doing this and some 5th graders. So there it is, and now it's all healed. You can still see the edge right there. So what'll happen is now when this prints, even though that is there, if it is the same height, so what it's going to do, it will make the full logo, no problem, for a Google Classroom. And if I want to, I can make this a keychain. I just go over to holes, and I can just put this right there. I can just shrink it down a little bit, put it right here. Oh, you're welcome. That's why I do these, so everybody can learn. So now I'll just shrink that up, and there you go. Click off it. And now, as you can see from the bottom, there is a hole there. It is ready for printing. And if I want to, I can just merge these or leave it on, so I can group this. I can just select them all and then group it. And I think I want green because this is Google Classroom. And I can just group them all. And now they're all one solid shape. They'll have the hole will be there. And it will do that. And you're ready to go. And if you don't want it, you can just do this and you can just ungroup it. And you're ready to go. So there you go. How you can do a 3D print using Google Drawings and Tinkercad for your 3D printer. Thanks for watching. I love these new features for Sketch on that. So I will see you guys later. And this will be on my YouTube and blog later this morning. You're welcome.